Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Ultra Realism. And as mentioned in a previous video in a comment, driving this thing around is absolutely amusing. And I would have to agree with you. It is definitely back heavy. And making things difficult. Probably only have to make one more pass or so here. So to make things go a little quicker here, I've been running 2 planters, getting the soybeans planted here. Just figured it would make things a little easier. It was the last field that I had left. Hopefully this will work. There we go. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to make a pass. So the one downside of this, you'll see the difference in... we gotta go to this. And we gotta go to nitrogen levels. So things are all kind of funky, weird, especially in this one. And you'll notice on here, it shows the nitrogen fertilizer application. The flag is at 0. That's because we're putting soybeans in. And soybeans, this is actually what's the case in real life. Soybeans are nitrogen fixing, basically, is what they call it. So they produce their own nitrogen, and that's why they're usually used in a rotational crop setup. Perfect. And basically you run them before corn, because corn uses a lot of nitrogen, and soybeans puts it back into the soil. But unfortunately, when you're using this corn planter, it has fertilizer on it. And even though I set the application rate down to 74 kilograms a hectare, that's the lowest application you can go. You can't go 0. So when you hire a worker, basically, you have to have some sort of fertilizer going on it. If you don't have fertilizer in the tank, he doesn't run. Now you can plant without the fertilizer, but you have to do it manually. So we've been putting some fertilizer on the soybean fields, which we'll use it in the future. But unfortunately, next year we'll end up using the fertilizer on a different field, a different crop. So it's not like it's a huge loss or anything. Oh, this guy doesn't go in here. This guy goes over by our digger. I kind of want to use up... There we go. Try to get this stuff off of the platform a little bit there. Probably fill up the fertilizer at some point too. But yeah, he gets parked in here. Should be great, because then this tractor will be usable once again. Won't be so back heavy. Nope, not cab. There we go. We'll put that one down. Come on, detach. There we go. And we can take the duals off at any point now. That's not a big deal. And we don't have to pay for it, as long as we do it at our own shop, which, I mean, that's pretty realistic. We used to take duals on and off all the time. Well, not all the time. We used to do it every spring, every fall. So like here, we'll just take... So that one shows 0 for... Oh, that one we had to pay for. Oh, twin wheels. So we're going to go back to a standard setup here. And we're actually going to put... We're going to put the weight back on it too. So now we're back to having a normal tractor with some weight on the front too. so it should travel a lot better. We're just gonna park him over here for now. You know, I never thought about it. Do these doors open up? They do. Oh. And push the tractor around, so we can store stuff in here. Interesting. The other one, let's see here. It looks like it's all completed. So that would mean the planting is all done for the year. This little tractor works really well with this little planter. He pulls it really nice. I know it's not very wide, but it's a good setup. Like, it worked a lot better than that corn planter did. We're gonna have to get rid of that corn planter and get a pull behind one more than a 3-point hitch style, because that just gets rough trying to drive it like that. And then maybe we can use our tractor a little bit more without having to update. But I'm gonna leave this guy sitting here for now. The biggest thing we need to look at now, if we go into here, upcoming weather. So today, Saturday, it could rain later Saturday. Sunday looks nice, relatively nice. So we have to get ourselves into doing hay. It'll come back to me. We need to do some baling if we're going to get some animals going, and I want to get animals going. So other than the chickens, so obviously we got chickens. But if we get hay going, we can get sheep here. And then if we get hay, we can also get cows going, which means we can get milk. And milk would be a good income supplement for us. Which means we're going to have to probably get equipment delivered here. And hay is going to be a very interesting thing. So let's... what is it? Shift Alt. There we go. Let's get it delivered to here. And let's go into hay equipment. So first of all, no, we need to be under here. We need to be under mowers. I think our... So I think we're going to be best off getting a disc bind here. We can get it used. We may want to get it used just because we're struggling for money. But unfortunately, we don't have enough money. So we're gonna have to take out a loan. And let's see, we've got 9,000. I think we're gonna have to take like $50,000 worth of a loan out just for now. I hate doing it, but it's our only option for getting this to work. We knew we were gonna go into debt getting this farm going. So let's buy this. Oh, then we're gonna need some sort of a windrower. We can get the little guy. This one's always a good option. So is this one. That one's expensive though, but we wouldn't have to worry about it for a while. Oh, that's a cute little guy. Oh, we got little Pottinger ones too now. That's a 6-meter one. One's 8.5. That's a cute little guy. Look at this thing. That's an old style rake. Huh. I like that it folds up pretty good too. I think we should get this guy. We'll get the wider wheels on it. We'll get a used one. And we'll buy that one. Okay. Next thing we need is baling technology. Now we're not going to get one of these big guys. Nope. We're going to have fun with something a little different. There it is. It's an old New Holland 378 baler. It's a square baler. We're gonna get a brand new small square baler. So I believe it's something that we can pick up by hand, which is what I wanted from the very beginning. And then we need a couple wagons for it. So we're gonna get a couple 16-foot wagons here. I don't know if it's really worth it getting a used one. So we're gonna buy, I think, we're gonna buy 3 of them, just so we have them on hand. Oh, and apparently they're falling on top of each other. Okay, we gotta get a tractor for that. So yes, we're going to be running small square bales, which is why this upper area here with the where you can store bales and stuff is so exciting to me. Because then we can toss bales down if we need to. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Oh, there's a rock there. So I should probably save the wagons here first. It looks pretty good. We got one on top of the other. Sometimes I really love the way physics works in this game. Come on. I don't even know how to fix it. If I reset it, I think it goes back to the shop. I'm hoping if I go around in circles here, maybe it'll let go. Or, you know, I'll tip the tractor over. What is it? F10? F9? There we go. Oop. Alright, we got a wagon. It says you can also unfold it, which I'm assuming, yep, the front. So, this is actually pretty much a copy of the bale wagons that we had. Ours were just a touch longer. So you see there's like 4 panels. We had a 5-panel type wagon. So I think we had like an 18-foot instead of a 16-foot. So the wagons have been saved. They're all usable. This thing makes me very curious. I have not used this at all. How come it wouldn't let me? Won't let me attach the... So it does expand out. Does it work? No, it won't let me turn it on. I hope we don't have a bug. If this isn't working. Oh, I don't have to hold it. Now she runs. So can you... Oh, you can't control the thrower. Oh, look at that. It's all... Oh, it doesn't have the plunger. It would be really cool if it did. Alright, let's shut it off, fold it back up. We're gonna have to put her back into the shed here, because we're not gonna use it right away. We got some hay that we need to cut first. I think we're gonna cut one field. Simply because there's rain in the forecast for tomorrow, so I don't want it to get wet. So we're just gonna cut one field, and I think we're gonna use this tractor. That should work. No hydraulics? Apparently not. So off I go to go cut some hay. And I think we've used this one before. But we're going to do field 83 here, the smaller field. Oh, so this one... Oh, you can control it, yeah. That's what I thought. So I actually wanted to go... For the first time around, we'll go like straight behind us. And then from there, we'll expand it out. Yep. Oh, is it already down? I didn't realize that. Try to get it to go straight behind us. What's odd is there's no like crop destruction going on. I feel like there should be. This thing must be on the maximum amount of power needed to run this, because it's kind of struggling. But you guys get the idea. We'll get this field cut, and once it's dry enough, we're gonna start baling it, and that's gonna get very interesting, and I'm excited to see how that goes. Alright, so it looks like it finally dried. It's noon the next day. I was getting kind of worried, but it is a cloudy day. So I was like, well, how much time are we going to get to bale this? And then I look at the forecast. No chance of rain anymore today. So that means we should probably just cut this one. Get them both cut. And once this one's cut and starting to dry, then we'll start baling that one. So I think that's going to be our best bet here. Or there's a chance it might rain anyways, and even though it says it's not going to, and then we lose two fields of hay, which would not be good. So we should probably hope for the best here, but I think this is going to be our best bet. And I don't know if it should, or you see it in the little icon there, but it's showing that our yield is not very good. And I was looking into it, and it's showing that it needs fertilizer almost as much as corn does, and the pH is off, which most of it is. We got to get lime down on some of our fields. I wasn't too worried about doing it this year though. Get everything prepped, you know, this fall for next year, and we'll just make do with what we have. But what's odd is that alfalfa, which this is what this is supposed to signify, which gets turned into hay, is also nitrogen fixing, as well as, you know, I wanted to say sunflowers. The soybeans are. So therefore, they shouldn't need nitrogen, really, because alfalfa is also used as a rotational crop amongst corn to put nitrogen back into the soil. but they do need usually potash, which is another, basically lime. So that part is true. So I guess what we'll just have to do is we'll just have to fertilize it, get her going here, but we'll take the hay off first, we'll bale it, and then see where we're at. I just have to run the fertilizer and the lime across it and get her going. At least if we put lime across it, it'll be good for quite a while. Probably for, I don't know, quite a long time. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe it needs a lot of fertilizer, but maybe it doesn't take much out of the soil, which would be really cool. So I've got a lot of cutting here to do. Luckily it doesn't go too bad with this mower. I actually really like this mower. It also feels very realistic because it's along the lines of what we had. Pull behind instead of a mounting one, which the mounted ones are more of a European, British type. I shouldn't say British, a European style. But it is starting to come across into the US. I've been seeing more and more of it. But I'm going to keep cutting here. And bring you guys back for when we can actually start throwing little bales into our wagons. I'm excited for this. Ooh, watch out for the tree here. Alright, before we get baling, I just wanted to show you guys this. So, some of the modded stuff, when you unfold these, you notice how there's some of the tines for the top ones there are just sitting on the back. They'll just pop into place. I want to show you guys this. Watch what it does. Goes down, flips that, then they feed in one at a time, and then it's ready to go. Same thing coming back. It's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's some good animation. Like that's awesome. But you probably know what time it is. It's time for us to try out this baler, and I'm excited about it. I'm gonna use this tractor for running wagons back and forth. I don't know how fast they're gonna fill up, so that's why we have 3 of them, because then we can just keep baling if we want to. Oop, we're gonna go here and just fill up wagons and then bring the wagons back. This kind of baler brings back a lot of memories. This is how we baled all of our hay, with a baler pretty much like this. Wagons just like this. Tractor was not green, obviously, but oh, we want to go to the baler. Expand that. There we go. I'm going to turn it on. Lower the pickup. And let's see what happens here. So the bales are going to be pretty, or a much smaller amount of hay. Oh, there's a tree there. See if we can pick all that up. That worked out okay. So it looks like it's going to be about, is it 600? Yep, 600 bales. Or 600 units. After. So it looks like there's one in the chamber, right? Yep, it's heading its way back. So a normal bale has 4,000 units if it's square baled or round baled. So there's going to be what, 6? Oh. It threw it. Oh, there, now it decided to fall, so it missed. Okay, I am having a hard time. I'm trying to watch the thrower and drive, and I'm not driving very well. Here comes another one. It threw it. So now it actually dropped in. So the physics aren't perfect. But it's definitely working. I'm gonna miss some on that corner, which it's pretty normal. You would always miss stuff on the outside of the corners until you got a little bit of room in the field to work. It looks like if we're going straight, we'll do a pretty good job. It kind of looks like we're not going to need a whole lot of wagons. We might be able to fit everything on all 3 wagons. We'll have to see. At least if we miss, we can just pick them up, right? We just have to make sure we can find them. It sounds really good too. Oh, there we were on a turn. That one missed. So the question is, if I leave it running, oh, look at that. We can pick up bales now. And put them in the wagon. So it's really easy to pick them up. Oh, that's so cool. I just jumped right over the baler. So we're just going to have to keep baling here and see how it goes. This one's probably going to miss because it's on a corner. Oh, we don't have access to this land apparently. We might have to come back through with the rake and try to move that stuff over. But this is so cool. I'm so excited that we're baling this way. I'll be curious to see how full we can actually get the wagon, or how full it'll allow us before they start missing like crazy. So I'm going to keep chugging along here and we'll see how things work out. Well, it turns out we had a bit of a problem last night. It rained. I was not expecting that. So all of our bales are now about 52 units less than they were. And all of our hay has turned into grass per se, because it's wet. So I didn't want to have to do this. We gotta unhook that. But we need to get ourselves a tedder now. Probably a pull behind one. 8.9. So either this one or this one. Probably this one. Probably get it used. Good. It did get dropped off here. I didn't remember if I still had that set or not. No, it's not. Oh, it's down here. That's right. I moved the placement point because I wanted to get some lime. Attach the power takeoff. Oh, it means we gotta do ourselves some tethering now. Get it back to grass so that it can dry. And then hopefully bale. That was the only wagon full that we had there. So I didn't get as much as I was hoping for. But that's okay. It's a good start. And we will fertilize everything and should be better off afterwards. So if we tether this, see, it turns back into the lighter color, and that'll allow it to dry under the sun now. And once it's dry, then we can rake it and bale it. So I guess I should have listened to the original forecast and believed that it was going to rain, because otherwise I was going to wait and I was going to cut this today. So hopefully we didn't lose too much. But we'll see how we do here. Well, I ended up having to wait until the next day pretty much to get this going here. Made round and a half and it was getting too dark last night to really see anything, unfortunately. But I've got one wagon full here. Gonna be a bit of a challenge to get it back in one piece, unfortunately. See, of course, because it changed seasons, we definitely have some growth here. I don't think that's actually gonna work. The pole of the hitch is in a really weird spot, so we're gonna have to come in like this. There we go. I don't think I want to take it down the road, because I have a feeling I'm going to lose some bales. Part of me wants to pick up some of the bales here. So it's getting full enough that the bales are starting to do some weird things. The physics engine is starting to have fun with lots of little objects in one place. But we could pick up a couple of these bales as we go. And luckily, all we have to do is throw them on up in there. We're good to go. Now, to be honest, oh, we lost one out the front. I probably shouldn't be able to throw them up over the edge like that. That's not actually feasible in real life. You could throw them from here up to there. See what I mean about the bales moving around? Oh, we lost another one here. So I wasn't having this problem until I got it as full as I did here. And now all sorts of weird things are happening. So to be honest, I just want to get... Yeah, we lost another one out the back. I think we just need to get this bale wagon home. That way if bales start doing weird things, they'll be in our farm area. It's like they get too far to the back or something and then start fighting each other and they push each other over the top and all sorts of fun stuff. But we'll have to see if we actually get 3 wagons, like if we have to use the 3rd wagon. Judging by how this reacts when it's this full, we probably won't fill them this full on a regular basis unless we're looking to pick up bales all the time. And going across this rough field road definitely does not help. Oh, there we go, we lost one. I have to pick that one up. We don't want to run it over. Throw it. Also doing weird things where the wagon wants to walk away. Physics engine is not perfect for this kind of work. But I'm just going to leave the bale wagon in here for now. Like so. This guy's going to have to come back here and start baling again. I guess that's me, actually. I don't exactly know why this is colored like it is. Might be some sort of a bug with the mod and the coloring and stuff like that. Because it looks really weird. Oh, that's not a... Oh, because it's on the wrong... the wrong attachment. I was going to say the wrong... I don't remember what I was going to say. Regardless, it was wrong. So if you wanted to know how this whole setup works here, I figured it out. So as you create the bale here, it's going to get to pretty close to 500 units out of the 600, and that's when it kicks the bale out the thrower here. So you'll see that as we're getting through the 400s here, right about there. So it's starting to come out. And it's going to hang over the top of the wagon, like such, until you hit 600 units. So it creates the next bale. And that's when it drops it. So you actually have the ability to basically create a magic bale where once it launches here, it's stuck in that position. So if I turn the baler, it's stuck based off of where the thrower is, which is why it'll miss when you're going around a corner, because it drops it off to the side. Why that is, I am not sure. I guess it's just how it had to be done in order to make it work. But, I mean, it works. It's hard to argue with that. If I can drive straight, that is. I tend to watch the thrower more than I watch where I'm driving, or vice versa, and all that good stuff. But at least we got crops growing. It is the beginning of summer here. This one is totally going to miss the wagon because, you know, it was off to the side when it went there. So we're going to have a lot of bales to pick up here, but it is what it is. At least the tractors and stuff don't get stuck underneath or on top of the bales as bad anymore. Nope, I'm cutting that corner too short. Probably gonna miss that one, yep. But I think we're gonna have to get into unloading the bales and getting animals and taking care of all that stuff in the next episode, because we're going long here. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me bale up hay here. Learned a little bit about how the process is on some of the smaller farms and stuff, because this is 100% what we did and brings back a lot of memories, and it's very nostalgic for me. I'm enjoying it. But I got a lot of rounds to make here, and we'll see if I end up using a whole nother wagon or not, but we'll find that out in the next episode. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, as always, take it easy.